Hey, everybody, it's John, your Indian Cinemaniac, back with another 10-ish minute review. Yes, we are going to do a Hindi film. As you know, the last review I did was Deadpool and Wolverine. I hope you guys went out and saw that. I'd love to know what you thought about it. But yeah, so what I did was you guys have given me some recommendations, but something came up in my queue. Actually, it's come up a couple of times, and uh it's been kind of a hectic couple of weeks, and there's been some awful things going on in our country, as you guys I'm sure are aware of. So I wanted to watch something a little lighter, and the two people in it that I'm a big fan of. So I said, you know what? I'm going to watch this one that I'm going to pick. So the film I chose is 2019's Good News, directed by Raj Mehta. And I don't think I've seen anything that they've directed, but it stars Akshay Kumar, who I've seen in a ton of stuff, never quite like he is in this film, Kareena Kapoor, and you guys know what I think of Kareena Kapoor. Diljit Dosanjh, who I only saw at the end in the film Crew. Not at the end. He was in the film Crew, but the only time I've ever seen him. I know he's a big famous singer, but he was in this. He was very good. Kiara Advani, who I saw in Khyber Singh, Adil Hussain, who I've seen in English Vinglish in Khyber Singh, and Tiska Chopra, who is in one of my favorite films, like Stars on Earth. So they play, the leads play Varun and Deepti and Honey and Monica Batra. So this was a big hit, and no one suggested this film. I haven't heard anybody talk about this film, but it was a big hit. In fact, in doing my research, it was Akshay Kumar became the third Bollywood actor to deliver three 200 core films after who, you might ask? I'll give you a second. Who do you think? You know who it is. SRK and my guy Amir Khan. And it's funny because I've seen Akshay Kumar in a lot of films, probably as many as Amir Khan and Shah Rukh Khan, but I really don't think of him the same way I think about those two, which is probably a mistake on my part because he's very popular. He does a lot of films, and frankly, there hasn't been a lot of films, even if the film's not great, he's always good in it. And I will say in this film, it was a very different role than I've seen him play. Very funny, with a big emotional tonal shift as the film went on. So basically, the story is about in vitro fertilization. A couple is trying to get pregnant. They've been trying all along, and that's very funny too. At one point, Kareena Kapoor's got her legs straight up in the air. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna chill thinking about it. And they realize that nothing is working, so they decide to go in vitro. And that whole process is very funny. So they go to this clinic, and then they find out that another couple named Batra also was getting in vitro, and apparently their sperm, or as they call it, spam, and the reason they call it spam, a tribute to Monty Python. Now you're like, a tribute to Monty Python. What does that even mean? It means this. Spam, 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 spam. That's pretty cool and unexpected. So their spam gets switched so that Akshay got got Monica pregnant, and Honey got Deepti pregnant. So then there's a whole so that's basically the story, right? In fact, you don't meet Honey and Monica till about 45 minutes into the film. And they're very funny. Okay, so again, this is, although the story is new, the characters aren't, right? Akshay and Kareena Kapoor play kind of a straight-laced, successful couple. And Diljit and Kiara play a successful couple, but loud, brash, especially him, Very funny. In fact, his opening scene is like he's shot out of a cannon. He's got all these colorful clothes on and sneakers, and he's wearing a turban. Um, so it's a clash of cultures. So part of the story is, should they keep the baby because it's not theirs? One couple, absolutely. The Kareena Kapoor Akshay couple, they're debating it, and that's a really interesting debate too. Um, and it's a brave stance that they take because pro-life is not the most popular position in the world here in the States, and it's kind of nice to see a debate about this where the keeping the baby wins out. And that was a big part of this. It was a very emotional thing. Still funny, right? Um, so that's basically the story, right? And I haven't seen anything like this. So I'm going to give the story a 4 because I found it very original. The performances I thought they were all great. I mean, again, we're not talking serious dramatic roles, serious dramatic acting. Although I will say there's um there's a point in the story where Monica is delivering a baby prematurely. So the baby's born a preemie, and they don't know if the baby's going to survive. That's when the film takes a very dramatic turn for everybody because once Akshay, they all decide to keep the babies. He knows that this is his baby, right? And that whole scene and the way they interact with each other and befriend because they don't like each other, or I shouldn't say that. Akshay and Karina's characters don't like them, where the other two really like them and trying to befriend them. So that is serious, very emotional, a lot of crying, and I really liked it. And I liked the way everybody played it. So overall, I'm going to give the performances. Again, no big great drama. I'll give it a 3. I mean, Akshay, I find him like there was a scene where they're in their apartment and talking to the other couple, and he just can't stop laughing. And it was very funny. It was very funny the way he played it and the way Kareena Kapoor's character was getting so frustrated with them. By the way, she still looks great. She looks. I know it's 2019, but oh God, she's just anyway. So performances, I give a 3. The music was good. There was a couple of big dance scenes. I mean, visually, the few dance scenes they did were pretty spectacular. There weren't many, but there was an opening one at I don't know what they were celebrating. I wasn't quite sure. I think it might have been an anniversary. I'm not sure, but the set and the size of it was just gorgeous. And they do this song at the end credits that is wild and just so many people and so many colors and a swimming pool and water and incredible. So I'm going to give the music a 3. Overall, I'm going to rate this movie a 4. I really enjoyed it, and it was light with, you know, and I always talk about tonal shifts, but this wasn't like an out of left field or just out of the blue tonal shift. I mean, it, what they were going through, as funny as the movie was, and as much as they played up the comedy, there were consequences at a particular point that I liked the gravity of that, how it changed the movie a little bit. Um, so yeah, I enjoyed this film. I understand why it did so well, especially like I said, I've never seen Akshay. Now I know he's done some comedies. I haven't seen any. I've seen with funny stuff in it, but not a straight out comedy like this was. And I thought he was great, and I thought him and Kareena Kapoor had a great rapport. Kareena Kapoor had a great rapport. Um, And she's just, I love my wife, but that she's there's something about her. I don't know what it is, but and I think that was about 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm very happily surprised by that. I'm glad to hear it did well because I thought it was a nice movie, especially if you're anybody who's gone through that. Now, my wife and I don't have kids. We've never gone through that, but I could see the pain that it causes when you really want kids and you can't have them, and the arguments that must happen if one wants more than another. But when like, because he was hesitant about having kids, and once that premature birth happened, that's when he kind of was like, he was all in, and he, this is what he wanted. It was actually beautiful. So that's it. So that's my 10-ish minute review. The next film I will be reviewing is going to be with Drew Gould. That's right, from the old show. We're going to review that super hit Kill. I haven't seen the trailer for it, but I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of death in it. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay. All right. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate all the recommendations. If you can give me a film that's going to get me a lot of hits, like the last few, I would love that. And I appreciate you guys watching and being patient. I know it's been a little bit, but I'm back. I should be back on a more normal schedule. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you soon with yes, another 10-ish minute review.